Guys, so I'm installing the Rough Country hard trifold flip up cover. This is it right here, and I'm installing that on a 2024 Tacoma TRD Pro. The instructions that it comes with aren't too good. They tell you to take off the stock bed rail, but that doesn't apply to us here. These are some of the things that it comes with. We have 6 of these. I've already slid 3 down in that bed rail. I have 6 of these, and in order to do so, you're gonna have to take these little covers off here, right here. It comes with this. You just push this down, you take it out, and then you'll be able to slip these on right here. They don't go like that. They go like this, and you'll need 3 on each side. 1 in the far side, 1 in the center, and then 1 at the very beginning. There you go. Sorry that the camera's not so stable, but I'm just trying to give you guys an idea, because I was kind of asking myself a couple questions with these instructions that are not good at all, but we'll get it done. So yeah, step 1 is obviously take off the little cap. Also, if your bed rail has these on, just take those off as well. You can unscrew them here, turn them left. You can either slide it up, push this in, and then slide it all the way out, or you can just push this in, rotate, and pull, and it'll come out like that too. This is what I was saying before. Their installation instructions. They're for a Toyota Tundra, and so see, it says like remove the stock rail, but yeah, that doesn't apply to us because we don't have a Tundra, we have a Tacoma. I'll try to follow along through here, even though this one says that the rest of the instructions are shown being installed on a Gladiator, so I don't know how much it'll apply to us, but we'll see. If not, we'll just go ahead and figure it out ourselves. So we got the left hand side, and you'll see here it says left. It'll be upside down for you, but it'll say left. Left hand rail, and this is the drainage, so you know that goes towards the front, and you'll see little slots. You'll see 3 slots in here, and that's where you're gonna go ahead and place these in, right? And then we're gonna attach those using these. We're gonna attach them to the ones that we slid into the rail, to the brackets in the rail. So we'll start with the left. I don't think it matters which one you start with, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one because I have it up, and then we'll move on to the other side. What I did want to note here is this doesn't really have like a very obvious like location to be placing these and to be tying it down to these. So it seems like kind of universal. What I will say is that in the Taco, if you feel in the rail, there's like a little ridge here. There's a little ridge here, and so when you move this, sorry, it's getting unfocused. When you move this, it tends to catch there a little bit because of the ridge. And so I'm thinking when you place this and you screw it into this, it'll basically bring this forward, and then when it brings this forward, it'll stop. This little ridge will keep it from sliding. So that's what I'm not sure if that's how you do it, but I'm just gonna go with that because there's several ridges. There's one there, there's one here, and there's one here inside the stock rail system. So I'm just gonna go with that. One more thing that I thought about actually as I was installing this side, I didn't know how far forward to slide this, but I figured it has to be flush with the tailgate. And I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong on that, but I'm assuming it has to be flush with the tailgate. So I closed the tailgate first. I slid this forward first, then I closed the tailgate, and then I slid this back again. So now you'll see it's flush. And I'll do the same thing on this side here. See, I've loaded the actual cover here. Let me zoom out. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. Here's the tonneau cover. I've loaded it on. We're gonna set it back here, but first, there's 2 things that we need to install. First, the 2 drains. The 2 drain hoses, 1 piece here, and you'll see the Taco has some holes in it. It's not gonna fit, so I'm gonna try to see if I can bend it in like that and fit them through there. If not, we might have to drill them out a little bit more. I'm trying to skip that though, so we'll see. And then lastly, this little foam piece right here, that goes on this side here to create a better seal. And then also just probably to protect your bed. All right guys, so I'm lazy, but I'm not that lazy. I was kind of lying to myself. I knew that this wouldn't drain properly if I just bend it like that in itself. It did fit. I managed to make it fit, but it was so tight that I was telling myself, like, maybe wait till the first rain, see if it drains. But look at the difference. It's just a huge difference. So I'm gonna use this 7/32 bit to just drill this out a little bit, make it a little bit wider, hopefully for our purposes, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so pro tip, just use the 3/8 bit because it's a lot easier and it's like almost a perfect size. You could just move it around a bit to make it wider, but the half one is too big. So go with 3/8. These are both drain hoses installed, and I went ahead and also installed this little foam piece at the top. You can see this curves over here a little bit, but very easy to just measure it out by eye and then just rip off the little piece. You can rip off the piece that's left over with your hand. It's very, very soft. It's a pretty good seal. I don't want to test it by pulling it, but it's a pretty good seal. Now the part that's left is the actual cover. Let's see how that goes. Okay guys, so we do have the tonneau cover on. I haven't screwed anything in or anything. I just placed it on top. One thing that I did see was this back piece has like a rubber part that folds like into itself, and I think we need to put this over the foam piece that we just installed. That way it's more waterproof. So you'll see there's a foam piece actually on this side, and it actually aligns almost perfectly with the one that we just put on. So that makes a ton of sense. We'll make sure that we put this back here, and then we'll screw this in using the pieces that they gave us. So what worked for me was putting the screws in and then pushing this just entire thing as far back as possible so that these screws are at the very end of the track, all the while making sure that this piece right here was folded inward. Then I went ahead and I closed the whole thing right back, make sure that it locked, and then that the tailgate closed automatically, and it did. So now we'll go ahead and put these on the screws. We'll tie this. This is the little safety clip, and we'll tie that into this second one over here, like that. This goes in. After that, we're all set. We're all done. I'll show you all the finished product. That does it. Installation complete. It's pretty flush. Pretty flush with the frame here. Very low top. I love it. It's good. Tailgate closes just fine. Opens just fine. Pretty happy with the overall result. Kind of a pain to get everything perfectly aligned, but if you take your time with it, it's definitely possible. Not too bad. Loving this truck more and more every day.